as Oakland's head coach, the longest active tenured head coach.
And they play one of the most aggressive, like we saw Oregon. These guys play a matchup zone all the time.
And here is Trey Mitchell on cue, back in the starting lineup and knocking down the jumper.
Not surprised to see him start, because that's where he can do damage, and that's where you need to do damage against this matchup zone.
Here's Townsend, who averages just under 17 points and 8 rebounds per game. DQ Cole in the starting lineup, shot no good, and the rebound comes right back to Cole, and that one won't go down.
Well, the one thing about Kentucky, too, is they're one of the best shot-blocking teams in the entire country, so it's going to be hard to score in that paint.
Justin Edwards from the outside. Offensive rebound. Mitchell had it taken away by Blake Lampman. Greg Campy told us we cannot get in a track meet with Kentucky tonight. We have to control the tempo.
No, because these guys can make a lot of things happen in the open court. Too many weapons.
Here's Townsend, comes up short on the shot, and Ogana Onyenso the rebound, but taken away by the Golden Grizzlies. Oakland won the Horizon League tournament last Tuesday. They beat Milwaukee. Here's Lampman for 3.
You know, we talked about Kentucky's great offense. I don't know if John Calipari's ever had a defense that was way too easy.
Edwards missed it.
I don't know if he's ever had a defense rated 108 in Ken Pom in defensive efficiency. That is his low, and he's a defensive guy. So these guys have not guarded well this year at all.
What do you attribute that to? Is it youth?
Youth, that's a big part of it, is youth. And these guys are such good scorers, they're thinking about scoring before they want to play defense. They were on a good roll before they lost to Texas A&M in the SEC tournament.
There's Antonio Reeves with his first shot, averaging 20 points per game on the year.
And not surprised to see Coach Campy tell them, we're going to walk this up. The more time they can use on the clock, the better it is for them.
Here's Chris Conway, the senior from Naperville, Illinois. Lampman, another 3. Off the front of the rim, and the rebound tracked down by Mitchell. The teams are combined 0 for their last 10 to start the night.
But you see this matchup zone. They had Jones on top, who's kind of big and long. He can make things really hard. Well, that was way too easy.
Mitchell misses.
But you're not going to get a better shot than that.
So Oakland is 0 for 7, and Kentucky is 1 for 5. Kentucky coming off a loss in the SEC quarterfinals to Texas A&M when they gave up 97 points. That 3 is good for Cole.
DQ Cole, their point guard, 35% three-point shooter. That time Townsend kicked it out.
Reeves baseline reverse lay-in, and that is pretty.
Antonio Reeves has had an unbelievable season. When you think he's shooting 44% from 3, average 20 a game, one of the highest scorers in the SEC. He's been terrific.
All SEC first-team selection.
And you know one thing, they don't have to double with the big guys they have.
Conway misfires, but Isaiah Jones cleans it up. Lampman, another 3, not even close. And a whistle and a foul.
Easy. He's had offers to go to some other mid-majors. Never was right. Never got the big-time offer, guys, but said, I'm not chasing it anymore. And look, he said he could go 10 more years. He loves golf, but he doesn't know if he could play every day. He wants to keep earning the right to hit the course.
He did say he plays more golf than any coach in America, about 120 rounds a year. And by the way, he's a member at Oakland Hills, so his golf is good.
Yeah.
Here is the dangerous Jack Gohlke, whose 3 won't go, but an offensive rebound.
I've never seen a guy take 335 shots on a season.
Here he is again.
327 with 3s. He only attempted 8 2s. How could that be possible?
Oh, it is. Jack Gohlke.
That's unbelievable. Never seen that, ever.
He's already taken 2 in rapid succession here with the shot clock down to 5. Townsend trying to get in the score sheet. He cannot. Another possession for the Golden Grizzlies.
I mean, for them to get an offensive rebound against this team.
Oakland is 1 for 13 to open up the game. Rocket Watts connects.
You know, Rocket Watts has had kind of a tough career in a lot of ways. The kid started out, he was all Big Ten freshman of the year at Michigan State, averaged 9 a game.
That was a 56-second possession for the Golden Grizzlies. You can watch live men's games on your computer, phone, tablet, or streaming device with NCAA March Madness Live. Download now to stay up to date on all the action. Trey Townsend commits the foul, sending Trey Mitchell to the free throw line. John Calipari going to his bench. He's got Rob Dillingham, Reed Shepherd, and now Zvonimir Ivisic on the floor.
These 2 guards that just came in the game are as good as any guards in the country. Reed Shepherd has been spectacular, freshman of the year in the SEC, and Dillingham scores 15 points a game in 23 minutes. So these guys are some offense.
Adu Thiero also checking in for the Wildcats. Townsend. Tough pass there, but it's fielded by Neva Larua. His step back doesn't go. Tipped alive to Cole. He goes up with it and misses. Already 7 offensive rebounds for the Golden Grizzlies in this game. Reeves takes a bump. Count it! And the foul.
The best way to beat a matchup zone is to push it up so they can't get matched up quickly enough. And that's what Kentucky did there. Antonio Reeves is able to finish.
DQ Cole commits the foul, sending Reeves to the free throw line. 20 points per game. That's tied for the most by a Kentucky player in the John Calipari era. Jamal Murray also averaged 20 points per game. Here's Gohlke again, putting up a 3 and hitting, looking for a foul as well, doesn't get one.
I mean, this guy has the ultra-quick release.
And then Watts commits the foul. Jack Gohlke with his 122nd three-pointer of the year.
No, that's not a foul. Close.
He hit 10 threes in a game earlier this year against IUPUI. That was tied for the most in a game this season in the country. Already 5 lead changes in the early going here.
And Kentucky continues to throw the ball to that elbow area.
Ivisic tried to squeeze a pass, and it was out of bounds. Last touch by the Golden Grizzlies.
Ivisic has to go up with that. I mean, he towers over these guys.
Reed Shepherd to inbound. Dillingham to Ivisic. Great pass to Thiero.
Ivisic is really skilled. I mean, that ball barely was in his hand, and he found Thiero under the basket.
Kentucky averages 17 assists per game. That's 10th most in the country. Great ball movement on that possession. Gohlke, here he is again, putting up a 3.
Oh my goodness. He thought he got fouled again. I mean, this guy here, he had a game this year.
Ivisic loses it. A scramble on the deck and a tie-up. It's going to go to the Golden Grizzlies.
He had a game this year where he was 10 for 15 from the field. All made threes, and all 3. 10 for 15, everything was a 3. Great pass by Ivisic there. But here's Gohlke. And that might have been a foul.
Oakland started 1 of 13 from the floor, but since then they've made 3 of their last 5 shots, and they lead by 2.
Number 2 in the nation in three-point attempts he is, and number 3 in makes.
Gohlke
get close to him
again.
Oh,
Here
no.
he is again. And the rebound to Dillingham, who races up ahead.
John Calipari does not like what's going on.
Fierro, a great dish, and Reeves connects. Fierro, a Pittsburgh native, coming back home. He played at Quaker Valley High School. And a whistle and a foul away from the ball against Oakland. You can get complete coverage of the NCAA Division I Women's Tournament on NCAA.com. Foul was on Blake Lampman. That's his first. Greg Campy. Looks like he just lost the front nine to some of his buddies back at Oakland Hills.
And interesting, they start this in a 1-3-1, but you can't leave that spot that open.
Ivisic tips it in off the miss from DJ Wagner.
I mean, they got to get it. I think that's what Campy's telling them, is you got to pack it in a little bit. If you can't throw the first pass to like 8 feet.
Kentucky with a 10-2 advantage in the paint as Trey Mitchell commits the foul, and that takes us to a timeout.
And you have to think that scoring inside for the Golden Grizzlies is going to be tough.
Eight on the shot clock. Here's Gohlke. Wagner is right on him. He bounces it to Townsend. Shot clock winding down. Townsend goes up and scores.
Hey, this kid had 38 points in the Horizon League final. He knows how to get to the basket. He knows how to score. He's a good rebounder.
3 ties, 8 lead changes already. First field goal for Townsend.
I think Oakland's got to try and take that area away. Good defense.
Lampman with great defense, and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Kentucky. Only 8 on the shot clock. Lampman playing in his 142nd game. That's a school record at Oakland. Shot clock's at 5. Wagner puts up a 3. A scramble on the ground, and the Golden Grizzlies come away with it. Here's Gohlke. That's a deep 3. It's good!
I mean, if you don't find him, like, forget about everybody else. When you're getting back, you got to get to this guy and be in his face.
Weak side rebound by Townsend. And Dillingham is right on Gohlke right now.
Well,
I mean,
tell you
clearly
what,
that's the scouting report.
You know what? Dillingham should not help on anybody. Let them drive. Let them do what they want. Just stay on him. Face guard him. Don't help. Now there's a good switch by Wagner.
Here he is again.
Oh
boy!
Oh, my goodness.
Gohlke's come to play. And the Golden Grizzlies lead by 6. He's already got 4 threes. And a foul is called. Jack Gohlke. 12 points already.
Well, how about these guys? They're 5 for 12 from the three-point line already, but he has taken some tough. This one here in the corner. Half of a fadeaway.
This is his first year at Oakland. He was playing at Division II Hillsdale College before transferring to the Golden Grizzlies. He was named the Horizon League 6th Man of the Year.
Well, you know what he does that I saw yesterday when we were watching the practice? He gets up off his feet in the air. He raises up high, or as high as he can go, and shoots that ball at the height of his jump.
$9:50 to go, first half.
Now they have Reeves on him. A little bit bigger.
Townsend in the paint, trying to get around Ivisic. He cannot. Good defense by the 7'2" Croatian. Reed Shepherd quiet so far. Reeves inside. No. But the follow by Mitchell and the foul. That was a big offensive rebound by Trey Mitchell, a Pittsburgh native coming back home.
They should be able to make Oakland pay on the glass, because when you play zone, even a matchup zone where you do rebound a little better, getting to the offensive glass is always a big key.
That's the second foul on Blake Lampman, and already 7 team fouls against the Golden Grizzlies to just 1 for Kentucky.
And they don't really have replacements for Gohlke and Lampman. They are the 2 best shooters on the team by far. And they're leaving Lampman in with the 2 fouls. A little bit early to do that.
Gohlke comes off a screen, fakes the 3. Now he'll take it. Yes, sir!
The shot fake was ridiculous.
He has 15 points in 7 minutes as he grabs the rebound and brings the ball up.
And let's face it, a shot fake for a guy like that is death, because you think he's going to shoot, so you got to get your hand up. So him shot faking is really a great move.
The whole building knows what he does, including Kentucky, as Cole flies in and draws the foul. He'll shoot 2.
Well, watch the shot fake here. And it's hard for Antonio Reeves. Actually, yes, it's hard for Antonio Reeves not to bite for it, because the guy shoots so good. So there he goes by him, and now it's forget it.
I'm not comparing the 2 players, but just in the way that Gohlke is able to get the 3 off so quickly, it's shades of Jimmer Fredette.
Yeah, that's a good one, Andrew. I mean, because Jimmer Fredette was smaller than him too, and he used to get it off, and you'd say, we're going to deny him, we're not going to let him shoot it, we're going to get in his face, and he still got shots. And now Lampman is out with the 2 fouls.
Tone Hunter has checked in for the Golden Grizzlies, the junior from Las Vegas. Cole misses the second free throw. Oakland had 5 points in the first 6 minutes. They have 18 points in the last 5.5. And Reed Sheppard.
I like John Calipari putting a guard at the high post there, but couldn't finish it. It's a layup.
Sheppard still yet to attempt a shot. Gohlke, and Sheppard's right on him. Good defense there by the freshman. The shot clock down to 6. Townsend looking for Gohlke. He breaks free. Another 3. This one won't go. And the rebound to Aaron Bradshaw.
They were lucky there, because Sheppard lost him for that split second. I tell you, I know Kentucky's been going inside without a doubt, but these guys from Oakland, that is there. We've been talking about them getting the ball into the teeth of that defense just so easy. Kentucky's missed a lot of easy shots. On the one hand, Campy's got to be happy that they haven't made a 3 because they make 10 a game, but they are getting way too easy looks that they have not made.
Kentucky 0 of 5 from deep as Bradshaw makes the front end. CBS Sunday, catch a new episode of the most watched show in the country. It stars Justin Hartley. It's Tracker at a special time, new Sunday after 60 minutes. All new all spring on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
And now it's also easy, Andrew, to get spread out when you're playing against a team like this, because you know what they can do from the 3-point line. 3 guys ran out on him that time.
I have a feeling Coach Calipari let him know about it in that last huddle.
See Dillingham, he's not helping.
Townsend misses in tight, but another offensive rebound, this one to Hunter. Gohlke trying to break free. Nice pass to Townsend. Extra pass and a foul as Neva LaRua went up.
Now let's watch this, Andrew. What happens is when a guy is drawing that much attention like Gohlke, this is a great, looked like a good block. Yeah, it looked good. But I was going to say, when a guy is drawing that much attention like Gohlke is, it opens things up for everybody else. Because like 3 guys are running out at him, and other guys are open to get easy shots. So he is having such an effect on this game right now. It's unbelievable.
Neva LaRue only a 52% free throw shooter. And you look at Oakland with 8 offensive rebounds. It's only led to 2 second chance points.
They're not easy to finish on in the lane. But they've got to figure out Gohlke.
How about Reed Shepherd? Still yet to attempt a shot. The SEC Freshman of the Year.
But look how they are all matched up.
Good look from Shepherd to Reeves for 2.
I mean, they're doing a good job moving the ball. That was obviously good offense there, but I think that, not that Greg Kampe wants to give them 2s. I think he'd rather them have 2s than make 3s.
Kentucky a 14-4 advantage in the paint. Townsend calling for it. Defended by Mitchell. There's the help defense out to Lampman, playing with 2 fouls.
He wasn't ready to shoot that.
Now Watts comes to get it. Watts on the attack, and that's rejected by Bradshaw, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. So the Kentucky defense, which has been under fire all year, does a good job there. Watch whip around coverage of all men's games on your computer, phone, tablet, or streaming device with Fast Break. It's presented by AT&T 5G in the March Madness Live app. Download now.
Greg Kampe was killing Lampman just now because he wasn't ready to shoot that ball.
Just the second turnover by Oakland.
Look how they're all matched up, but that's where they're throwing the ball.
First shot attempt for Shepherd is a miss, but a foul inside. And that's the 9th foul against the Golden Grizzlies.
I can't believe how many easy shots Kentucky is missing from 12 feet.
That foul is on Trey Townsend, and that's his 2nd foul as Mitchell makes the front end.
Got to be really careful with him, especially in a game like this with size.
Horizon League Player of the Year, Horizon League Tournament MVP, coming off a career-high 38 against Milwaukee.
Yeah, 38 with no 3s. It's a lot of points.
He stays out there.
Lampman and him are out there with 2 fouls.
Here's Townsend, has to be careful.
Well, that was a foul.
He draws the foul with the bucket. And that's why they keep him out there.
That's right. I think he's taking a chance, Greg Kampe, no question. But he knows his guys. And Townsend is so physically strong that he just dipped his shoulder into Bradshaw and was able to get the and 1. And how about this? I'd never see this. This early in the game, people not being on the foul line. Wasn't that and
Oh, they
1?
didn't count the basket? No, nobody knew.
Nobody knew.
The officials said it was good.
It was good.
And the ball went out of bounds to Oakland.
Yeah.
How about that? It's on the board. John Calipari is pleading his case, but to us it was clear it was a basket and a foul. Here's a look at the free throw. Nobody's there. Nobody moves. And then Mitchell just throws it out of bounds.
When do you see that?
This is the original play. Townsend, they call the foul. You see the official, and then he counts it.
You know, you could have called that on the ground. When he got bumped, he was still on the floor. You could call that on the ground. Now, they called it and 1, though.
They called it and 1.
No, they called it and 1. I don't know if I agree with it, but that's what they did.
Gene Steratore, straighten us out.
You know, I've got to agree with Lapp again on this one, guys. I see Brian Dorsey calls the foul, and if you follow him after he calls the foul, you see him score the basket, which is, you know, you're under the assumption now we're shooting 1. But I don't disagree with when Townsend pump fakes right there and the contact occurs, he's still on the ground with the ball when that action actually happens. So I can see if he wanted to go right there because he gets the bump and then he kind of regathers before before he elevates. So, you know, you could have that on the floor, but as I watched the official that was calling the play, he does ring it up as he's walking toward the table. And I think that's why everybody was under the assumption that they were shooting one there, guys.
Well, people don't realize me and Gene, we saw eye to eye for many years together. You know what I mean? People don't understand that. Yeah. And now we're seeing eye to eye again. We've been doing this for years.
We may have been on different streets, Coach, but we ended up in the same road at some point.
No doubt about that.
Gene, you only teamed up Lap once in his career.
How about this? They looked it up.
By that stat.
Hey, Gene, how about they looked it up, these guys? That's what they made research to look that up.
Man, that's a testimony to my game management, Coach, because I could have sworn I'd teach you more than that.
Gohlke,
I agree, too.
This three won't go. It is straightened out where it's Oakland ball in the basket counting, and now it goes back to Kentucky. Thank you, Gene. In the corner, Reeves, three is good, and we're tied at 25.
He's the guy. He's a senior. He's had an unbelievable season. He's the guy that can scare you.
First three of the night for the Wildcats. They lead the country, shooting 41% from deep.
Two guys. Great closeout.
Right out on Gohlke. He'll take it anyway. Why not? Why not? And a little Michael Jordan shrug of the shoulders for Gohlke down the other end.
I'm wondering what John Calipari said to Shepard. I don't know what Shepard could have done there, be any different.
Lampman after the turnover by the Wildcats. Gohlke, another three. No, and the rebound to Mitchell.
The pass fake, he was wide open.
Gohlke has 18 points in 11 minutes. Reeves, corner three. It's good. Antonio Reeves hits his second triple.
He's found the soft spot. Plus, they're pushing the ball a little bit, so the zone is not really set and matched up like they want to be. Pushing the ball against that defense, I think, is really important.
Reeves has half of Kentucky's points. Lampman fakes the three. Now he'll take it and make it. 8th three-pointer of the half for Oakland.
I mean,
what a game.
He's made 83 threes in his year also.
Shepard thought about it. Now over to Dillingham. Freshman to freshman. And a foul committed by Rocket Watts.
Hard guy to guard because he moves so much.
Rob Dillingham at the line, and he has his first point of the night. Couch or courtside? Refresh your fandom with a delicious Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide. 2 out of 2 for Dillingham, the freshman from Hickory, North Carolina. Gohlke and Reeves of Kentucky have 32 of the 61 points in this game. Conway inside, turnaround, no. And Ivisic altered that.
But how about Oakland has taken 11 more shots than Kentucky?
Oh. Dillingham with a three. Kentucky back in front. The 10th lead change of the night. Conway inside again, trying to go over Ivisic, and this time it works.
Yeah, good move.
And a foul as Isaiah Jones got an elbow on the back of Dillingham, and that's 2 free throws for Kentucky.
I'll tell you what, Greg Kampe, I've never seen him coach. He gets after these guys. He's getting after them.
He said he has had to adapt the way he coaches. It's a different generation than when he started back in 1984.
I would like to have seen him back then. He looked like he's getting after these guys pretty good now.
Oakland was Division II when he took over. They went Division I in 1999. Coming up, AT&T at the half. Get all the scores and highlights, plus the latest NCAA tournament news. All coming up on AT&T at the half. 4 Oakland players have 2 fouls, so they have to be very careful here in the final 2:45.
And you know, Greg Kampe's afraid to take him out because this game you have to try and stay in there as long as you can because one spurt could be a problem.
And Kentucky certainly capable of going on a big spurt. Watts missed it in tight. Dillingham locates Reeves. Reeves will put up a quick shot short, and Townsend is there to clear.
And now these guys are going to walk it up.
First ever meeting between Oakland and Kentucky. Oakland is located in Rochester, Michigan, about 45 minutes northwest of Detroit. Gohlke makes it in!
Oh my goodness.
21 for Jack Gohlke.
I've been doing this. I've been in basketball for 40-some years. I've never seen somebody 7 for 13 and a half, all threes, everything. Never.
And this place is buzzing. Dillingham trying to answer, cannot, but tipped out to the perimeter. And Rob Dillingham calls timeout with 1:22 to go.
To be in this moment, his mother Nicole also played basketball for Oakland, and now they get to be front row for what appears to be a legendary, at least first half, for the Golden Grizzlies.
And his brother plays soccer at Oakland. Quite a story. Here is Wagner for three, no good, and the weak side rebound to Watts.
Well, they got Townsend out of the game, which was a good idea, and Lampman because both those guys had 2 fouls.
Final minute of the first half.
2 guys run out on Gohlke, but somebody's open.
Watts, step back, is good.
And you know, he was hurt in the Horizon League tournament. What did Greg Campy tell us yesterday? We need Rocket Watts in this game.
Specifically for defense, as Dillingham's three won't go. The rebound is grabbed by Conway, and a 2-second difference ever by a Kentucky opponent in an NCAA tournament game. And we haven't even hit the half. Watts. Offensive foul.
That's a good move by John Calipari to double out there.
And that's the third against Rocket Watts. He was one of the players with 2. Reed Shepherd comes back in.
I mean, it was embellished a little bit, but he did throw the elbow in there.
10 seconds left. Shepherd, cross-court pass to nobody. And Oakland's going to get the ball back. That's the 7th Kentucky turnover.
You don't see Reed Shepherd make plays like that. I watched him a lot this year.
2.2 on the clock. Gohlke over to Cole, half-court shot. And that is how the first half ends. Kentucky with the ball to start the second half. Right into Bradshaw for the jam.
I mean, you know, this is what Greg Campy, I'm sure, talked to his team about this at halftime because he was not happy with that in the first half. They were just throwing the ball to like 8 feet, and they missed 100 shots. Now you're going to throw it to the rim. He's going to dunk that.
Bradshaw defending Townsend. Now Townsend on the attack, goes up in the air and draws the foul. And Bradshaw is shaken up. Up on his feet now. One of 3 7-footers on this Kentucky roster.
Good move there.
Townsend only 4 points in the first half. He averages just under 17 per game. Free throws have crushed Oakland. They're 1 for 6 tonight. Evan, what did John Calipari have to say?
Well, of course, I led with how to defend Jack Gohlke. He said we have to switch out on him and make him put it on the floor. We're going out there. We're flying out there. We're falling for the shot fakes. Make him beat us off the dribble. And he admitted the guys were anxious to start this game. Again, a young team. He said guys were tired. He feels good about the way they're going to come out in this second half.
But that's a great point. Gohlke has scored 21 points. I don't think he's bounced the ball once yet. I'm serious. I don't think he's bounced it once.
Here's Edwards going at Lampman with 2 fouls. Finds a cutting Mitchell, and then Onyenso and 1. So Kentucky going inside on each of its first 2 possessions.
And really doing a good job of passing the ball into the big guys. I mean, this defense has to pack it in a little bit more. They haven't seen Kentucky make a lot of threes in the first half. Got to pack that thing in and try to give up some contested threes, not layups and dunks.
Onyenso completes the 3-point play, and Kentucky back in front by 1 with some full court pressure now for the Golden Grizzlies. Reeves is following Gohlke right now. Townsend trying to muscle his way down low. Nice move for Townsend.
Really good move. He's got that big, strong body. He just put his left shoulder into Onyenso and was able to score over him.
Edwards steps into a 3. No good. Onyenso over the back.
That's what you want them to do. Shoot some contested threes.
Beautiful move by Townsend. One of 2 players in the NCAA tournament field with 16 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists per game. The other one is Baylor Shireman of Creighton, who earlier today here in Pittsburgh picked up the win over Akron.
Isolation for Townsend.
And before the shot, a foul is called on Mitchell. John Calipari wanted to travel.
They cleared out the side for him and are looking for him to take the big guy off the dribble rather than just post up. Going off the dribble again.
Townsend, and rejected by Onyenso. Cole came crashing into our table here. But Onyenso going up, averaging close to 3 blocks per game.
Yeah, if he qualified, he'd be the 6th best shot blocker in the country. Doesn't have enough games.
Gohlke to inbound.
Antonio Reeves on Gohlke.
He dribbled there.
He bounced it. That's a win. That's a win for Kentucky.
Cole on the attack and knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Golden Grizzlies, but only 4 seconds on the shot clock.
Tough going in there.
Not backing down though against Kentucky. Cole gets it into Conway. Out to Townsend. He's got to put up a 3. He does. And it's no good. The rebound is grabbed by Onyenso.
The good news for Kentucky is Gohlke hasn't taken a shot yet.
That's because Antonio Reeves is all over him.
All over.
Here's Mitchell for 3. And Lampman the rebound. Once again, that tempo is something that Greg Kampe wants to control. He said we cannot get in a track meet with Kentucky, and they've done a good job to that end so far tonight.
Antonio Reeves all over Gohlke.
Townsend to Conway for 2. Good look from Trey Townsend.
You know, if you're going to go out on Gohlke that much, then you're going to leave some areas with no help, and you could get some other guys involved.
Wagner a deep 3. Townsend another rebound.
The last few possessions, Andrew, doing a much better job packing it in and trying to test Kentucky from the 3-point line, which is not necessarily going to work, but it has for a couple of possessions.
Kentucky, the #1 3-point shooting team in the country. They are 3 of 14 tonight. Gohlke, that 3 won't go. His first shot attempt of the second half. Edwards splits the defense right to the rim for 2, and the foul.
Yeah, that can't make Greg Kampe happy. That was bad transition defense. Nobody stopped the ball.
And Conway picks up his third.
And Justin Edwards just goes all the way.
Edwards, the freshman from Philadelphia. Over his last 6 games, averaging 11 points per game. And that was his first bucket of the night. And he's going to come out, and Reed Sheppard is going to come in.
I never saw Reed Sheppard play a first half like he did in this first half.
One shot, 0 for 1.
The pass he threw like 6 rows back. Shocking.
Tied at 43. Conway cuts to the free throw line, now puts it on the deck, and he took too many steps. 4th Oakland turnover. If you are looking for teammates, there's no competition for these lovable imaginary friends. You have to believe it to see it. If is exclusively in theaters everywhere, May 17th. Dillingham for 3. Off the mark.
I don't know. I mean, Jack Gohlke just turned his back. He couldn't believe he shot that.
Rocket Watts is at the scorer's table for Oakland. Lampman beats Sheppard, but a rejection on Yinso, his second block of the half. Kentucky in transition. Sheppard a 3. Rebound to DQ Cole.
When he misses, you're shocked. 54% from the three-point line.
And an open look at that. It's now Sheppard defending Gohlke. Gohlke comes to get it. Shot clock down to 5. Cole puts up a jumper. And the rebound to Reeves. 5 minutes into the second half. Reeves on the attack, off glass for 2, and Kentucky up by 2.
Transition. Got to push the ball up, beat that defense down. They're one of the best, number 4 in the nation, fast break points.
And this is the loudest we've heard the Kentucky fans.
They're getting after him now a little bit.
Townsend a 3. It's good! 10th 3 of the night for Oakland.
And his 10th 3 of the year.
Dillingham to the corner. Reeves a 3. Off the side of the backboard. Both teams a little tired. We're well past the media timeout as Cole walks it up ahead.
Yeah, they definitely, a couple of guys could use a blow.
Gohlke comes off a screen, puts up a 3. It's good!
Oh, I guess he's not tired.
His 8th three-pointer. The NCAA tournament record is 11 threes by Jeff Fryer of Loyola Marymount in 1990 against Michigan. And a whistle inside, and that finally stops the clock.
For 40 minutes?
11 is the record, as we told you, set by Jeff Fryer. And 8 threes is the most ever against Coach Calipari in the NCAA tournament. Over to Evan.
Well, Coach, you're spot on, because during that timeout, the athletic training staff, you can see him massaging the top of his knee right now, using the Theragun to try and work through some of that cramp, that soreness in the legs. He was trying to get fluids in. As you can see here again, that's that Theragun. That helps loosen up the muscles as they tighten with dehydration. So that'll be something to monitor, not just with Gohlke, guys, the whole group. It can't be said, look, I have timeouts. I will rest you when you need it.
Well, his right arm doesn't need to be loosened up, I can tell you that.
Townsend comes to get it with 10 on the shot clock. Here's Gohlke again.
What?
His 9th 3!
It's making me laugh.
Reeves off glass for 2, and Antonio Reeves has 18 points.
He's been the steady hand for the Wildcats.
And Reeves is back defending Gohlke.
Clear out for Townsend.
Step back is short, and the rebound to Dillingham. Reeves dribbles in from the corner, and this one will not go, but Onyenso there for the offensive rebound. The putback, no. And the Golden Grizzlies have it with 12.5 to play.
Campy wants to slow this one down a little bit.
It's Fierro on Townsend. And Onyenso gets a piece of it again, but then on the rebound, Townsend is fouled. And then pushed by Dillingham, and the official comes over to have a chat with the freshman Dillingham.
Well, he gets it back here. Now they're all out of position.
Sending Townsend to the free throw line. The foul on Fierro.
This kid does seek out contact. He had taken 200 free throws coming into this game on the season. Usually a much better free throw shooter than he has shot. 80% on the season.
There's his mom, Nicole, who played basketball at Oakland, as Evan told us. His mom is a dentist, is actually Greg Campy's dentist. So if Townsend doesn't get playing time, who knows what the dentist would do to Campy. Oakland is 48% on threes and 33% on free throws. They've gotten killed at the line. Shepherd, and a foul as Onyenso was going up. 9 3-pointers with Onyenso at the free throw line.
You know, one thing that helps Gohlke in this kind of game and helps Oakland is these longer timeouts. Definitely make a difference, as Greg McDermott had told us about his team, which isn't real deep.
Lap, how do the Wildcats get Reed Shepherd going? He's only taken 2 shots and he's missed them both.
You know, I think right now, Andrew, they just got to worry about what they got. Don't worry about him. Get Antonio Reeves the ball. Try and get these big guys going inside and get some stops.
Gohlke comes off the screen, fakes the 3. Now he'll shoot it. This one's off the mark. Good defense there by Shepherd. Edwards flying through the lane. He missed the jam.
Oh, my goodness.
Those are the types of moments you think about as this game comes down the stretch, and the 3rd-seeded Kentucky Wildcats trailing by 3. Ten to shoot. Watts defended by Edwards. Watts will shoot that. Too strong in the rebound. Dillingham.
Not a great possession there.
Fierro knifes through the lane. Lost it. Shepherd on Gohlke. Townsend inside. Draws the double. Locates Conway. Right back to Townsend on the block. Townsend goes up and scores.
I'll tell you, a lot of great interior passing on that possession for Oakland.
Double-double for Townsend. 13 points, 10 rebounds. Dillingham baseline. Out to Edwards. Edwards gets some separation and connects.
And you know one thing about these games, Andrew, because you've seen enough of them, the longer it goes and they stay like this, the harder it's going to get for Kentucky when you get down to 5 minutes to go. Look at Reed Shepherd on Gohlke. He's not even looking at the ball. He's just looking at Gohlke.
Watts from the free throw line, and Rocket is heating up.
Rocket's played some big-time ball over his career.
Did not play in the Horizon League championship game due to an ankle injury. And Greg Campy telling us yesterday he's about 80%, and he's looked pretty good out there tonight. Blake Lampman back in the game. He's been quiet tonight, 1 of 6 for just 3 points. Averages better than 13 per game.
Everybody's been quiet except Gohlke and Townsend.
Shepherd drives in, scoop shot, not there.
Every second that goes by, this game gets harder and harder for Kentucky.
Gohlke comes to get it. And a whistle before the shot as Shepard commits the foul. Well, Kentucky has just one NCAA tournament win in the last 3 years. They did not make the 2021 NCAA tournament, lost to St. Peter's 2 years ago in the first round and went 1-1 last year. Also some early exits in the SEC tournament, including this year when they lost in the quarters to A&M. Watts with 5 to shoot. Watts will put up another, and he's fouled by Dillingham with the shot clock expiring.
What a terrible foul that was.
And Watts a little slow to get up as Dillingham commits his first foul.
I mean, he was going to take a tough shot there. Just get your hand up. He just jumped into him.
And Watts trying to walk it off. We just told you that he's had an ankle injury throughout the postseason. He was actually injured in the quarterfinals of the Horizon League tournament against Purdue Fort Wayne. Seven points for Watts. You can watch CBS Sports HQ for free. 24/7 coverage of the big dance and all the biggest moments in sports. Catch tournament highlights, picks, previews, recaps, and much more. Download the CBS Sports app to watch today.
You know, Andrew, this zone has really been confounding for Kentucky. They're one of the best offensive teams in the country. They're shooting 17 from 44 for the game.
Rocket gets a breather and a nice ovation. Kentucky shooting just 35% this half.
This defense, confusing. They played it every second of every game.
Mitchell, the Pittsburgh native, off glass for 2.
Good move there.
5-point game, 8.5 to play. Both teams have 3 timeouts remaining. Conway. Over on Yenso, gets the roll. Chris Conway.
These guys are so much smaller. They're scoring in the paint now a little bit too.
Mitchell inside, and the answer for Kentucky. Mitchell said it meant the world to him to come back to play the NCAA tournament in his native Pittsburgh. A full circle moment for the graduate student.
Here's that clear out.
And the offensive foul against Townsend. That's his 3rd.
It's not as bad as Purdue, but right now, every second this game goes where Oakland stays in control, gets harder and harder for the Wildcats and for their young players especially.
Reeves is left alone, but he misses the open shot. Ivisic, the offensive rebound. Back out to Reeves. This time it's good.
That's the guy. He's been terrific all year. He's a senior.
21 for Reeves.
And their defense in the half court.
Gohlke comes to get it, and he lost it. Shepard and Ivisic could not bring that one in.
That was not a good pass. I mean, Reed Shepard, this is not the Reed Shepard I've been watching all year. I can tell you that. It's a bad pass.
First Kentucky turnover of the half. Conway out to Cole for 3. It's good!
I'll tell you, DQ Cole has played a great game.
13 threes for the Golden Grizzlies.
They're not moving at all. Look, a lot of standing around now. The worst thing you can do against this defense is stand around. No cutting.
Shepard for three. It's good. His first field goal of the night. And a deep breath for Reed Shepard. Shepard nearly a turnover.
He has a great feel, one of the best steal guys in the SEC.
You got to think maybe that shot will calm him down playing in his first NCAA tournament game.
Bad pass.
Lampman has had an off night. Kentucky with the ball down by 2. Dillingham for the lead. Ivisic saves it right to Lampman, who's fouled by Trey Mitchell. Reed Shepard, 52% from deep on the season. Finally sees his first one go down tonight.
Yeah, Lampman doesn't get out on him like he should, but this kid can really shoot it.
And there's his parents, Stacy Reed Shepard and Jeff, both great basketball players at Kentucky, as Trey Mitchell picks up his 3rd foul. And for Kentucky, with 18 fouls, it'll be a 1-and-1 for the Golden Grizzlies.
They need to make free throws. They have not shot them well.
5 of 11 tonight, and they miss another. On the season, 75%, which is top 40 in the country.
Got to get some movement. They're all matched up.
Shepard, but an offensive foul.
Lampman got nailed by Ivicic. Watch this here. He moves. That's a good call.
First foul on Ivisic with 5:02 to go.
Ivisic with a hip check.
We are in the Pittsburgh Penguins arena, so hip checks are usually allowed. Here's Gohlke coming off a screen. His 3 is no good. And tipped around right to Cole. Shot clock resets to 20. Gohlke again. Yes!
The big mistake they made there was going for the steal. They went for the steal, and that's why he was rolled by himself.
5th player to make 10 or more threes in an NCAA tournament game. The first since Carson Edwards of Purdue 5 years ago. But Reeves has the answer.
They've got to start to find Reeves the way Kentucky's got to find Gohlke. They got to start being out on him a little bit more.
Timeout, Oakland, with 4:09 to go.
He closed out the last huddle by saying, "We win close games." Remember that.
Evan, he does his weekly radio show at RJ's Pub near campus, and he said usually at the end of the show he gets a bill for his meal. He said this week he got free French fries because they made the NCAA tournament. He wins this game, he'll never have to buy a meal again. Trey Mitchell is out there with 4 fouls for Kentucky. And Reeves could not make the catch.
Wow. I mean, some of these mistakes are like...
10 turnovers by Kentucky. And the fans in disbelief here in Pittsburgh. Here's Gohlke putting up a 3, and he's fouled by Shepard. 3 shots for number 3.
I mean, that's a foul. There's no doubt.
3rd foul on Shepard. Now, free throws have been a big problem for the Golden Grizzlies tonight, just 50%. Gohlke's parents sweating it out.
This is starting to get very dicey for Kentucky. You know, this Oakland team, they don't turn it over. So where are you going to attack them? Obviously, that zone has baffled Kentucky the whole game.
2 out of 3 for Gohlke.
Reeves is running corner to corner.
Dillingham nearly slipped. Now he'll pull up. And the jumper no good. Onyenso had it, lost it. A foul is called.
Late one.
DQ Cole can't believe it. His third.
It might have been a foul, but it was late. That could have been a foul, too, on Onyenso.
Team foul number 6. So the next one will send Kentucky to the line. Edwards to inbound. Edwards way back to Mitchell. Gohlke chases him down, and now it's Dillingham. The SEC sixth man of the year. Cross-court pass. Edwards a 3. Big shot!
Big shot.
A one-possession game. Gohlke fakes the 3. Now he puts up an off-balance 3. No good. The rebound to Dillingham.
Yeah, that was a tough shot.
Dillingham through the defense. And off the mark.
Thought he was drawing contact there.
2.5 to go.
I like them getting Townsend in that isolation on the left elbow.
Shot clock down to 6.
They're not going to get a shot off.
Townsend's got to go up. He does. Oh, tough shot! Trey Day here in Pittsburgh. Dillingham, turnaround, nowhere close. Dillingham gets it back. Reeves
go one-on-one.
Step back 3. Yes!
What a shot.
Reeves with 27.
Boy, that didn't look like it was going to be a good shot, but he made it.
Oakland has 2 timeouts. Kentucky still with 3. Watts finds an opening. Missed it. Rebound on Onyenso. Dillingham up to Reeves. And a steal by Townsend. Over to Watts, to Cole, and he's fouled. Interesting call there by Oakland. They could have pulled it back, but they saw they had numbers.
Yeah, you know, when you're only up a 2-point game and you think you got a layup, I think that was not a bad decision. I think this was a good decision because you were going to have to take a shot at some point. This is probably the easiest one you're going to get.
Now at the free throw line. And Cole, just a 62% free throw shooter. Oakland has won 1 game all time in the NCAA tournament. It was in the opening round in 2005. It was the pre-first 4. So they've never won a game in the round of 64. Meanwhile, Kentucky 1-3 in its last 4 tournament games.
Dillingham doesn't even want to shoot now because he's missed a couple in a row.
He's going to shoot this one. It's good! Kentucky's last 6 field goals have been 3s. A 1-point game inside a minute to go.
You got to keep playing offense because you're going to have to take a shot here.
Everyone on their feet here in Pittsburgh.
Try to get it to Townsend.
Watts out to Cole, corner three.
Oh, my goodness.
Oakland just made its 15th three-pointer of the night. And now a two-possession game with 29 seconds to go.
You know, Gohlke got him this far, and now everybody else is starting to do it. DQ Cole has been terrific here, too. Townsend, right now, Kentucky, they don't have to shoot a three here. It's a two-possession game. But they need something quick, set up their presser, and they're going to have to foul. And now if you're Greg Camper, you're telling your guys, contain the dribble, but don't foul.
With Steve Lapis, Seven Washburn, our entire crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. And what a night it's been here in Pittsburgh as the 14 seed Oakland Golden Grizzlies, located in Rochester, Michigan, have a 4-point lead on third-seeded Kentucky.
I also would move up a little bit if I'm Oakland so they don't roll the ball. I think that's a good move. I like that.
Shepard will bring it up the floor.
Got to go quick.
Shepard, that's a deep three. No good. Rebound Townsend. And the foul. Townsend with his 12th rebound of the night.
I don't know about that shot. I know Reed Shepard's a tremendous player.
Campy getting after his players, saying, guys, we have not won anything yet. 18 seconds left. Trey Mitchell has just fouled out of the game. That's his 14 points for Mitchell tonight in his homecoming to Pittsburgh. And now Townsend at the free throw line, where he's just 2 of 5 on the evening.
Normally a very good free throw shooter.
Both fan bases extremely nervous. Kentucky still has 3 timeouts remaining, so still time here. Townsend misses the first.
Nope. Oh, he made that one.
Rattles in, 5-point game.
Got to take something to the basket.
Edwards with 9, puts up a deep 3, no good. Rebound is out of bounds to Kentucky with 4.9 on the clock. And a timeout.
Wow.
They will take a look to see who touched it last. Now, I think Oakland touched it last.
I think Oakland touched it last. Plus, they didn't argue it. You know what I mean? Nobody was pointing the other way. They just kind of walked away.
Kentucky is on the floor ready to inbound. They are in position.
You know, Andrew, your first NCAA tournament game is your first NCAA tournament game. And a lot of freshmen, and really none of the freshmen, played well in this game.
5.1 on the clock, a 5-point game.
The only thing Oakland can't do, just don't foul.
Edwards puts it in. 3.9. John Calipari calls timeout.
They got to get a steal here, obviously, or a 5-second count, and then they got to make a 3. I wonder if no, he won't do that. I was going to say, will Greg Kampe tell his guys, if you throw it away, foul them? Probably not, because they're going to shoot it right away. There's only 3 seconds to go, and then they're going to get 3 free throws. So they got to get this ball in bounds. That's it.
Greg Kampe had 2 main messages for his team when they left campus on Tuesday. They finished practice, and he said, guys, one thing. We want to practice in this building next week. And number 2, we have a chance to change our lives. And you look at Greg Kampe, who was hired here in 1984, in his 40th year of coaching, has a chance to pull off an absolutely incredible win against Kentucky.
This really is, when he was talking to us yesterday, he wasn't in awe of these guys or anything else. He was just talking about his game plan, what he wanted to do. And boy, it was to a T what he wanted to do in this game. Keep them off balance, have their zone really slow them down. Now, you don't know Gohlke's going to make, shoot from
10 threes.
Yeah, exactly.
It will be Gohlke to inbound.
And they have 1 timeout left if they need it, Oakland. That's the other thing. If you can't get it in bounds, throw it in the backcourt, if anything.
Lampman and Townsend is fouled before any time came off the clock. Dillingham got him. So now, huge free throws for Trey Townsend.
He's got to make 1.
79% on the season, but he's 3 of 7 tonight.
And let me tell you something. As fast as Dillingham is, he will get a shot in 4 seconds if he misses.
His father, a credentialed photographer tonight.
I would foul. If they throw this ball to the half court, I would foul.
And Greg Kampe calls timeout using his final timeout.
If he misses this, and if the ball comes into the front court, tough, because they'll shoot it right away. It might be 3. But if it comes to the half court, I would foul.
Kentucky has had some magic at the buzzer this year. You look at the game at Mississippi State when Reed Shepherd hit the game-winning shot at the buzzer. Will they have a chance to try to force overtime?
It'll all be moot if Townsend makes this 1 shot.
And Evan told us the story of Trey Townsend. His father, Skip, who we just showed you, played basketball at Oakland for Greg Kampe. And Kampe said that Skip is the greatest recruit he's ever had because he was able to get his son 40 years later. And now his son is at the line trying to ice a historic victory. 3 of 8 tonight. Got it! John Calipari calls timeout.
You're down 4. What are you going to say? Obviously, Greg Kampe's telling his guys, do not go near anybody. Let them shoot it. They shoot a 3. The game's going to be over. I would put somebody on the ball when they take it out, Kentucky.
And you think about Kentucky with just 1 NCAA tournament win in the last 4 years. If they do not come back and get this one,
this will be a bitter pill, this one.
Five-and-a-half-hour drive from Lexington, and a number of fans have made the trip. They may be heading home early.
They probably prepaid their rooms.
I love how that's what you're thinking about with 3.9 to go. Shepard will inbound.
They don't have anyone on the ball. Foul him. Nope.
Reeves puts up a three. No good. And Oakland with a March memory of a lifetime. Year in, year out, this tournament produces unbelievable moments. And as Greg Kampe told his team, we have a chance to change our lives. They did just that tonight.